Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm here at Galaxy Busters TCG out here in Otisville, Michigan, with the first place winner of the locals event, Brad. So this is his deck profile, and hopefully you'll like it.
All right, thank you. So I played green Lancelot from Geass. So for my zero drops, I played 4 Kurosakis. They are get triggers, so they add to hand when they get hit in life. I ran 4 of the Britannian soldiers. They are draw triggers. And then I drew 3. Oops. My apologies.
Hey, yeah, it's all good, man.
3 Cornelias. They are also get triggers. These are for raids. Suzaku is the namesake of the deck, and then Britannian's just for like early aggression. So those are my 0 drops. I run 11 zeros. For my 1 drops, I play 3 Euphemia, 2 Britannias. Basically, what it does is it protects any of your characters on your front line from events or abilities used from the hand. That's very important because if they hit a trigger in life, it still will hit them. So it is also a draw trigger, so it helps you dig deeper for your combo pieces. I also run 1 Vivi.
Ooh.
So just helps me start building my ramp. It's a green deck, typical of green decks to start ramping energy to get to your bigger combo pieces. So those are my 1 costs. For my 2 costs, I run 4 Cecile Chromes. So when active, it gains an extra energy. Basically, a lot of people only run like 1 or 2. The reason I run 4 will come up in a second. I can explain that with a different card. Going for my 3 costs, I run 4 Suzaku Kurugis. They're the color trigger. Color trigger for this is different. It allows me to play a card 2 or less required energy from my hands active to my field. And then on play, it gets to draw me a card. So more digging. It's another namesake for my raids. So we got 4 of those.
Heck yeah.
We got 2 Jeremiahs. Big thing about this, it produces the 2 energy. It is a double blocker, and so for early aggression, it also has step. So for early aggression, you put it on your front line, and if they start to rush, your board early, you can double block. Most stuff early game is not as strong, so it's a 3K, pretty good body. Run 2 of those. And then I can just bring that back on my turn if it survives, and then start ramping up my energy again.
I agree there.
Next up, I play 3 of my 4-cost Glucosters, the Cornelia Fighters. So this is the card that raids off of the Cornelia 2 Britannias, and this is very important for why I play like multiple copies of the Ceciles, because then I can just play this on raid. It plays a 2 or less required energy, 1 AP from your hand set resting to your field. And so just getting more of these on your backline, to get my energy for the following turn. That's the big thing for that. So, and then it's also early aggression too. So like if you have like your Ceciles, and you only get like 4 energy to start out, I mean, this definitely helps for early aggression because you're going up to 8 energy, so it makes it, makes it a little bit easier.
Fair enough there.
And then also I run 4 copies of the 4-cost Suzaku.
Such a good boy.
Right? Another step card, so say you get this like early game, definitely it's 3,500 attack. It's also an active trigger, so it's very, very good for this deck, for sure. I've seen people use like 1 or 2, and that just does not sound right to me at all. So it's another rateable target. So
Yeah, and then also it can kind of, I believe, doesn't it chain off the Euphemia when it goes away as
it
well?
does. I only run the one cost Euphemias.
Yeah.
So, but yes, they get rid of the Euphemia. It can come up from the back line to the front.
Okay, right on.
And then for my raids, other than the
Cornelia's, I believe.
yeah, I run 4 Lancelots, 6 cost. So you can hard play this if you need to, and it has damage to basically the whole game. But when you do raid it, it goes up to 5,000 attack until the start of your next turn. Typically, you don't want to raid it out of life, because then just when you switch to your turn, then it just goes back down.
Yeah.
But in a pinch, that you can do that. Also, when it's sidelined, the raid card underneath of it goes back to your hand. So that is something huge, and that is a ruling thing that you need to know, because some people, when they sideline it, they forget that the bottom card goes to hand. So got 4 of those, and then for the big boy, the 8-drop lance. This is the bane of a lot of people's decks, because on play, it can kill something 4,000 or lower. It is an impact 1, damage 2, and also if you had to hard play this without rating it, it's a damage 2 regardless.
Yep.
Crazy. I've seen people do it before. It's not common, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Yep.
So you can play this aggressively or defensively. If it hits out of life, you can play it that turn, or you can just wait.
Because it pops something as well. So.
Yeah, and it's a 5,000 attack, so it's pretty nice.
Yes.
And then for our events, we run, of course, our 4 finals. Definitely needed in the deck. You need all 4. I've seen people run 3. I've seen people run 2. It just doesn't make sense to with
No,
ramping
it doesn't
at
make
all.
sense on this. No.
So
especially with how much energy you need too in this deck. You gotta make
you
sure.
want to keep building.
Yeah.
So for those always, for the kill spell, or the special, I should say, for Varus, basically, if you have a Suzaku or a Lancelot on your front line, or on your field, it kills something 5,000 or less, and then it's a special out of life. So
That's interesting because it could be on your energy line and still pop something as long as.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. So we got 4 Varus, and then the last 2 cards that I play, I've seen people run 4. I've seen people run 3. I run 2.
Such a good card.
Unit
Such a
maintenance.
good card.
I'd like to put more in this deck for earlier aggression, but what this does is it's a 1-cost event, and you look at the top 5 cards of your hand, or top 5 cards of your deck. You search for any character or a special corpse head trailer, add it to your hand. If it has a KMF or KGF affinity, which, if you don't know what an affinity is, it's right underneath the title here. So this has 2 different affinities: Holy Britannian Empire and KMF. Your 6 drops are KMF as well, and even your cloisters are also KMF. So
Just find things like nobody's business.
you can search any character you want to, but if you search one of these, it switches one of your APs to active, so you can keep playing. Very, very good card. I've seen people play more than 2. I just, for my list, I don't, have the space for it. I feel like everything's kind of tightly knit.
Yep, I agree. In my list, I'm running 2 as well. So I think it's kind of like I would like to run more, but I think it's like what do you cut?
Yep. So so that's what I played today. My matches, there were only 3 rounds. We had, I think, 8 people.
Sounds about right.
Round 1, I beat Karapika. So another green ramp deck from set 1, Hunter x Hunter. He just didn't see his raids fast enough, and how that goes. Game 2, I went up against Sukuna Nanami, and it did not have a lot of the new support, and so I think for that reason, that probably was why I ended up winning.
Fair.
However, I also had a lot of board presence in the game, and he did not realize what the lances did, the 6 drops or the 8 drops.
Knowledge is key. Knowledge is key.
And then round 3 was against Kyle.
Hello.
And he was on Asta.
No, it wasn't.
Or he was not on Asta. I apologize. He was on Blue Bleach, which essentially is a much more aggressive deck than this because it plays more lower to the ground. However, he didn't see some of his combo pieces, which is fine. It happens. It's the name of the game.
Yeah, bricking up is what happens.
Yeah. I mean, you can just as easily brick with this deck as well, which I have so many times.
Yep.
So, but it was a good turnout. Shout out to Kyle for his YouTube page, and I also have a YouTube page at Black Rose from Yu-Gi-Oh. Different card game, different time.
Such a good time though. Such a good time.
But yeah, that was the deck.
All right, thanks, Brad. So again, awesome.
That was horrible. But...